I'm Catherine Ross, and I'm here live from the NYSE with Jim Cramer. Jim, we got to talk about the market. We're hitting all-time new highs. We got the Dow at 27,000. We got the S&P hitting 3,000.
There's a panic. Somehow, there were many shorts in what I regard as the pure industrials. Caterpillar, Parker Hannifin, Illinois Toolworks. And they're unraveling, could be ETF buying. These stocks were being sold off of Powell saying the economy's weak. Now they're being bought, even though that Daimler said that business is bad, all on top of BASF. It's a remarkable move. Don't chase Illinois Toolworks or Parker Hannifin. This is based on very little volume. There's so many good stocks out there. You don't need to do it. We own Honeywell. That's an example of one that I think does not need all these tailwinds to make it so they work. So this is an industrial rally, and money's coming right out of the drugs. The drugs.
If I'm a retail investor looking at this market, looking at the Dow hitting all these all-time highs, how should I react to that?
I think a retail investor, I don't want to say turn it off because I like to be watched. I do say that this is a move based on the fact that there's been no pin action to disappointment. Okay, now that's different. There's been disappointment, but no pin action. So you take a company like Illinois Toolworks that has so much auto, okay, and you have bad auto and it doesn't go down. If you're in those, I think you have to accept the fact that there's going to be volatility. You'll lose some money. But what I do is always look at the stocks that are down 5 to 8% from their high. That's my rule, 5 to 8. And if you've been waiting, like I have with Merck, you might be right. Now, we debated Merck this morning and last night for Action Alerts. I'll save that for that video.
All right, let's dive into Facebook, which is our real money stock of the day. Last night, President Trump was tweeting about Libra. He's not a huge fan, it seems.
I think that people have to understand that this has really been misunderstood. Now, a lot of people think, Jim, you've misunderstood it. Well, those people are wrong. This is a group of talking points about the possibility of some sort of currency pegged, like Bretton Woods, pegged to a group of currencies to make it so that if you're Zimbabwe, where they have a lot of Facebook, if you're in Venezuela, a lot of Facebook, you can maybe make it so that you're not Weimar Republic. I mean, if you think about the Weimar Republic and you think about what happened there, and you think about the people who lost their savings, you would say Libra could have prevented what ultimately became a different regime in Germany. Now, remember, I am not saying that this would have prevented what happened in World War II. I am saying that periodically there are countries where the currency is made to be worthless, and boy, would you ever want this. And that's how they should see it. Now, they missed Bitcoin. I begged officials in the previous government to regulate Bitcoin, and they told me it wasn't their purview. Notice how they're not letting that happen this time. Facebook obviously is a hated company, but you know what? It's a fintech. Consider Libra as a working document to get the conversation started in having Facebook be a fintech company. That's what they want. They want to be fintech. They ultimately will. I was saying that PayPal helps the unbanked. There was some wag on Twitter saying, Jim, that's just not true. I mean, I've worked so much with PayPal. Now, some people think I work for PayPal, for heaven's sake. And PayPal is going all around the world. They're making all these new treaties, so to speak, to get it so people who don't have a checking account can have a checking account on their handheld. There's a lot of ignorance about what's going on, and the ignorant people right now are in control of the dialogue.
Well, let's circle back to President Trump's tweets for a second, because Jerome Powell also said that he has serious concerns about Libra.
Well, Bitcoin, they missed Bitcoin. Jay missed Bitcoin. They just didn't care about it. Even though, no matter how many times I said to these officials, listen, Bitcoin is something, it's an underworld currency where people are avoiding taxes. They said, what can we do? Well, they're not letting that happen this time. I mean, the laissez-faire attitude of the Obama administration and the Fed to Bitcoin was horrible. And nobody wants that to happen again. And I typically do not criticize people, it's like, fine, whatever happened. But the idea that you're going to let Bitcoin not be regulated was wrong. So they're trying to head off Libra at the pass.
All right, Jim, let's switch gears. Let's talk about Amazon. Amazon's got Amazon Prime Day coming up.
Stop the trade where you buy Amazon and sell it to Prime to the day. That was a trade that was good at the beginning of the week and was good at last week. I even told people to do it for action alerts, but it's late. So stop.
Too late to get in?
Yeah, enough. It'll be too hard for you to make the trade.
All right, and finally, we got some investing education questions for you. The first one, well, the only one, is you came up with a new acronym, WATCH.
Watch.
You want to explain why?
Yeah, okay. I'm looking for companies that determine what price they buy their goods at. And that's Walmart, that's Amazon, that's Target, that's Costco, and that's Home Depot. So in other words, you're a supplier, and you have a price, a wholesale list. And if you're a company with 5 stores, you pay that list. So you pay a pants company $12, and then you sell them at $18. Okay. Watch those companies. They tell the pants company says, listen, the wholesale price is $12, and they say, no, I'm actually paying $8 because I have scale. And if you haggle, they'll make it down to $6. So this is a big change in the economy. There's just a few stores that survived, and now they have so much control that you're getting great bargains. It's one of the reasons why there's not that much inflation in the system. Watch keeps it down.
And viewers, in case you don't know what WATCH stands for, it's Walmart, it's Amazon, it's Target, Costco, and Home Depot.
Target's the most attractive of all of those if you want to buy one.
All right, Jim, and next week you've got your Action Alerts Plus members only call at 11:30 on Wednesday.
How to invest in super growth. You sign up. You're crazy not to. How to invest in super growth.
You can sign up over on actionalertsplus.com.
It's trial.
Just
if
try
you
it.
like it.
All right. So, Jim, that's all the time that we have for today. Thank you for joining us.
Sure.
And for all of you watching on TheStreet.com or on Facebook, we are now switching over to our Action Alerts Plus members-only video over on actionalertsplus.com. I'm Catherine Ross, and we'll see you on Monday.